In this episode, we're talking about how to merge your YouTube topic with your channel. You're passionate about your topic, you're following the trends, you're posting what feels authentic, so why isn't your channel growing? Most creators build content around themselves and wonder why it doesn't get them anywhere. In this episode, we're going to explore how to align your video topics with your channel's purpose, and how to know if your content is helping or hurting your business or your brand. Ultimately, you're going to learn what to do to attract clients or attract leads to your business through YouTube without the need to go viral. So let's dive right in. Let's first address a few myths. Myth number one, as long as I talk about what I'm passionate about, it'll work. The reason that we believe this is because we see a lot of people doing that, but if we're seeing them, their channel is already successful. The reality is, if you just start talking about what you want to talk about, no one is going to find your videos except for your mom and your close friends. The YouTube landscape is getting better and better, meaning people are getting more and more skilled. They're making better and better content. The content that you see on YouTube is often just as good as what we used to see on network television. So the first key is to create content that people want, or specifically content that people are actually searching for. I'm going to cover that deeper, but that's really the secret of having people who've never heard of you before find you and follow you. Myth number two, I should follow trends even if they don't relate to my channel. Now, if your goal is as many views as possible so you can generate ad revenue, then go for it. Try following the trends. This can help your videos go viral. It'll only be short-lived. It won't last because the trend doesn't last. But on the other hand, if you're trying to leverage YouTube for lead generation, you've got to be really protective of your audience. You don't want a video to go viral. You don't want to follow a trend, especially if it doesn't relate to your channel or to your expertise. Myth number three, my channel is about me, so I can post anything I want. Yes, you can. You can post anything you want, but if you want your channel to succeed, no, you can't. So picture this scenario. You have a business, you have an expertise, maybe you have products or services that you sell, and you have an ideal client in mind. You have a target audience. So imagine if you could find a way to attract that exact audience. So these people that are your dream potential clients, imagine if there was a way to pull those people in and have those people finding your video. Imagine them finding you in droves, like tens of thousands of people every week finding your channel. If that is ideal for you, then you don't want videos to go viral, you don't want to follow the trends, and you've got to be way more tactical in choosing the content you're going to put on your channel. How do I know if my video topics match my channel focus? Okay, I look at things in a very linear way. So if you think about the people that are searching, they're asking questions on Google and YouTube, and you think about the videos that you're going to create to answer those questions, and you think about the gift you're going to offer at the end of the video, and the service that you sell or the solution that you have for them, they all need to match. So going from the questions that they're asking all the way to your service, it needs to be linear. So you need to assess the topic and think, does this really lead this way? Is it really linear? For example, I can make a video about the best lens to use on your camera for YouTube videos, but people are asking about the best lens to use doesn't really relate to anything that I offer or that I do. Can I blend personal stories or opinions with business-related content? You're going to think that my answer is no, but my answer is absolutely yes. So yes, if you're sharing business-related content, well, you're a business person. That's your expertise, and sharing your personal experiences, especially if you share your biases, the reasons why you think one way or another. If you tell stories that back things up, that's actually going to help create a better relationship with people. So I'm not talking about creating stale or boring or dry content that's just, ooh, I've got to do all the bullet points. The more of your real self that you can bring into it, your real experiences, your own flaws, to help people really get to know you. Some people will follow you and other people will be turned away, but that's what you want. You want to find your ideal audience. What if I want to change my topic? Will it mess up my channel? Potentially, and potentially in a big way. It really can mess up your channel. So how do you know? Well, if the change of topic means a change in audience, then yeah, this will drastically impact your channel in a negative way. So let's say you built up a channel and it was all about fly fishing, and you attracted all these people that were very interested in fly fishing and the gear and everything related to that. But then you decide, I want to make this a channel to promote my landscaping business, so I'm going to start talking about landscaping. Well, those people that are interested in fly fishing are not going to be interested in anything to do with landscaping. And so every landscaping video that you posted, those people would not watch it. The YouTube algorithm would say, what are you doing? You have a fly fishing audience. It doesn't mean that your landscaping content won't work, but you need to create a new channel for that and build a landscaping audience. Can I merge multiple related topics under one clear channel strategy? Yeah, I mean, if they're related, if they both have the same audience, then yeah, you can talk about multiple things. So if you're talking about fly fishing, you can talk about, how to fish, or you can talk about the gear. You can talk about places you like to go. You can talk about the boat. You might even talk about cooking fish, cooking the fish that you catch. Now, a lot of the clients that I work with, they provide coaching and consulting, right? So if you're answering questions that your target audience has, they're struggling with something, and you make a video teaching, answering that question, helping them with that solution. How many different topics can you talk about? Well, that really just depends on, do all of these topics apply to that same audience? Now, there are two different paths to success on YouTube. One is the path of focusing on ad revenue. You want to get as many views as possible. The other path is focusing on lead generation. So if you're focusing on lead generation, you already know who the audience is. Right? So the question becomes a lot easier about what topics can I talk about, because you can envision who this target audience is. If your strategy is the other, where you're just trying to get as many views as possible for ad revenue, you just have to test the content. You can try a video on a new topic that's somewhat related, but you're not sure, and see how it performs. You're always chasing the type of content that performs the best. Whereas for lead generation, you're just protecting and curating the audience, and you know who they are, but they don't know who you are yet. So you're finding out through your research, well, what challenges do they have? What questions are they asking? And you make that content to pull them in. Do I need to stick to a single niche forever? Well, that's a good question. I don't know how long you mean by forever, but again, it goes back to the audience. You're going to have to stick with the same audience for a channel for the lifetime of that channel. Now, your content can evolve. The way that you film, or even the topics, you can change those things over time, but the moment that you abandon that audience and start focusing on a new audience, it'll just kill that channel. What should my channel be about if I want to attract leads, not just views? The best type of content you can create to attract leads is content that answers your target audience's questions. So it starts with research. Before you hit record on your camera, before you outline any content that you're going to deliver in your videos, you want to do research first to find what is your audience asking. And if you do that and you make videos answering those questions, you won't have to do anything else, but your audience will find you. So in talking about viral videos, did you know that viral videos can actually hurt your business? It can really kill this overall strategy. I've made another video, I'll link to it right there. It's called Why Viral Videos Might Be Hurting Your Business. And in fact, in that episode, I talk about two different paths on YouTube. By the end of that episode, you'll know clearly what these two paths are and what the right path is for you. So I'll see you there.